What's up, adventurers? I've got more secrets to unveil than a lich guarding his phylactery. Today, we're resurrecting a topic that's caused more alignment shifts than a wild magic surge. Alignments in Dungeons & Dragons. Are they a relic of the past, cramping up our modern role-playing style? Or are they the magical glue holding our campaigns together? Sharpen your minds and ready your spellbooks, because we're about to delve deep into this arcane debate. So let's start by casting a little bit of legend lore on the origins of alignments in Dungeons & Dragons. In the earliest editions of the game, alignments were introduced as a fundamental mechanic to define not just characters, but the very cosmos they inhabit. The Outer Planes and the City of Sigil are one of the settings that utilize alignments the most. This alignment system was rooted in the battle between cosmic forces, law versus chaos, good versus evil. This wasn't just about individual morality, it was about where you stood in the grand scheme of the multiverse. Alignments served multiple purposes. The first and foremost, character identity. They provide a quick reference for a character's moral and ethical stance, helping players make decisions that align with their character's beliefs. And then it also plays a role in game mechanics. Certain spells like Detect Evil or Holy Smite and magical items interact with alignments, adding another layer of strategy and consequences to actions. Then there's the narrative structure. Alignments influence the storytelling, as entire factions or planes of existence are defined by these moral axes. Understanding this historical context helps us see why alignments were so integral to the game. They offer a shared language for players and DMs to navigate complex moral landscapes, much like how a lich's phylactery anchors its undead existence. Fast forward to modern gameplay, and many argue that alignments are about as relevant as a lich's pulse, where my scriptwriters are apparently on a lich pun day. Here's why some believe the system might be outdated. Today's players often craft intricate backstories and multifaceted personalities. Alignments can feel restrictive, forcing characters into predefined boxes that don't account for growth or contradiction. And there's some moral ambiguity in storytelling, because modern narratives thrive on shades of gray. The clear-cut distinctions of lawful good versus chaotic evil don't always fit stories where heroes have flaws and villains have redeeming qualities. Relying heavily on alignments can lead to policing behavior at the table. Comments like, "Your character wouldn't do that," can stifle creativity and create tension amongst players. The binary nature of alignments may oversimplify complex moral and ethical beliefs, potentially leading to stereotypes or unintentional offense. For instance, consider a character who is a devoted cleric, typically lawful good, but comes from a background where the greater good justifies morally questionable actions. Forcing this character into a strict alignment might limit the exploration of these interesting conflicts. On the other side of the arcane coin, that wasn't a lich joke. Many defend alignments as essential, much like a lich's resilience on its phylactery. I spoke too soon. Alignments provide a foundation for understanding a character's motivations, helping players stay true to their role. When players understand each other's alignments, it can reduce in-party conflict and promote teamwork, ensuring that the campaign runs smoothly. For DMs, alignments help in designing societies, deities, and planes. An alignment system can reflect the moral and ethical structure of the entire game world. Certain classes, like paladins and clerics, have abilities tied to their alignment. Removing or ignoring alignments can affect game balance and the significance of character choices. Imagine a campaign where the party must navigate the treacherous politics of a city divided along alignment lines. The alignment system can add layers of complexity and consequences to their actions, enriching the gameplay experience. So, how can we bridge the gap between these perspectives? Let's explore some innovative approaches to alignments. Number one, alignments as a spectrum. Instead of fixed points, consider alignments as a spectrum where players can move more fluidly based on their actions. This dynamic approach allows for character development and moral ambiguity. Number two, personalized alignment grids. You could create custom alignment axes that better fit your campaign's themes. For example, honor versus corruption or tradition versus innovation might be more relevant than the classic law versus chaos. You could experiment with alignment-free role-playing with mechanical alternatives. Use personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws as introduced in 5th edition to guide your character behavior without relying on alignments. This method focuses on individual character motivations. And for the 4th tip, alignment versus cultural perspective. You could incorporate alignment as social labels rather than absolute truths. What is considered chaotic in one culture might be lawful in another, adding a little bit of depth to world building. You could make alignment changes a significant part of the story as well. Perhaps a character's descent into evil triggers specific events, much like a lich's transformation from a mortal mage. I'm my own scriptwriter, so these lich jokes, they're all my fault. By adopting these strategies, you can retain the benefits of alignment while adapting them to suit modern storytelling. So I'm going to go a little deeper with some illustrative scenarios for you. Scenario 1, the Paladin's Dilemma. A lawful good paladin discovers that their deity condones actions they find morally questionable, such as endorsing a war that harms innocents. Faced with the crisis of faith, the paladin must choose between their lawful obligations and their personal sense of good. The paladin might shift towards chaotic good, defying their order to protect the innocent, leading to a rich narrative of atonement or founding a new order. My next scenario I call the Rogue's Redemption. A chaotic neutral rogue begins the campaign focused solely on personal gain. Over time, their interactions with the party inspires a sense of loyalty and justice. The rogue's alignment shifts towards neutral good, reflecting their growth. This shift can unlock new character abilities or story opportunities, such as being approached by a secret society dedicated to justice. Here's a scenario for cultural misalignment. An adventuring party enters a land where the societal norms are vastly different. What they consider good is seen as evil by the locals. This scenario challenges players to navigate complex social dynamics, questioning their own moral assumptions, and perhaps adjusting their alignments accordingly. These examples demonstrate how alignments, when used thoughtfully, can enhance storytelling and character development. If you're finding these deep dives into D&D mechanics as fascinating as unearthing a lich's hidden lore, consider supporting the channel through my Patreon. Your support allows me to create more in-depth content, exploring complex topics, and share exclusive insights that you won't find anywhere else. Plus, patrons get access to bonus materials, early video releases, and the chance to influence future episodes. Join our adventuring party on Patreon, the link in the description below. Dungeon Masters, let's unlock some advanced strategies for integrating alignments into your campaigns. You can design encounters where a character's alignment directly affects the outcome. For example, a magical barrier that only pure of heart individuals can pass. There was such an example in Curse of Strahd, forcing characters to confront their true nature. Use shifts in alignment to signify pivotal moments in a narrative. A character's descent into evil might herald the rise of a new antagonist. Populate your world with NPCs whose alignment creates compelling conflicts or alliances. A lawful evil ruler may maintain order, but at great moral cost, forcing players to decide how to respond. Present scenarios to your players without clear right or wrong choices. This challenges players to act according to their character's beliefs, which may lead to alignment shifts. And consider adjusting or waiving alignment restrictions for classes and spells if it serves the story. For instance, allowing a traditionally good spell to be cast by a neutral character under specific circumstances. By thoughtfully incorporating alignments, you can deepen the game's complexity and keep your players engaged on multiple levels. Players, how can you navigate alignment without feeling like you're trapped in that lich's lair that I keep talking about? Continually ask yourself, why is my character making these choices? Let their experiences shape their moral and ethical views over time. Keep a journal of significant actions that might influence your alignment. Discuss potential shifts with your DM to ensure that they enhance the narrative. And use alignment conflicts as a chance to engage with other characters. Debates over moral choices can lead to memorable role-playing moments. But don't let alignments define your character's entire personality. A lawful good character doesn't have to be a sanctimonious boor, and a chaotic neutral character isn't obliged to be unpredictable to the point of disruption. Share your character's moral compass with your fellow players. Understanding each other's alignments can prevent conflicts and promote collaborative storytelling. By proactively managing your alignment, you can enrich your character's journey and contribute meaningfully to the group's adventure. Now, let's open the metaphorical scroll to hear your wisdom. How have you navigated the complexities of your alignment in campaigns? Have you found them to be a source of inspiration or a relic best left in the tomes? If this topic has you eager to share your tales or seek advice, consider joining my free Discord community. The link is in the video description below. But at the very least, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments of the video. So, as we close the spellbook on this topic, it's clear that alignments in D&D are neither wholly outdated nor entirely indispensable. They're a tool like any spell or weapon. They can be wielded effectively or left sheathed, depending on your campaign's needs. Alignments can add structure, aid in role-playing, and enrich the game's moral landscape. Alternatively, they can be modified or set aside to allow for more nuanced storytelling. The key is communication and flexibility among you and your adventuring party. So, whether you choose to uphold the ancient traditions or forge a new path free from alignment constraints, make sure it serves the ultimate goal: crafting epic tales that you and your friends will remember long after the final boss is defeated. Thank you, friends, for journeying with me through this intricate realm of alignments in D&D. If this exploration ignited a spark of curiosity or gave you new ideas for your next campaign, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support and help keeps this adventure going strong. Until next time, my friends, keep rolling those dice, and may the quests be epic.